Thank you so much for talking with me today. I'm with Catholic Mom, and so this question's for both of you separately, but I'd like to know how your parents influenced your faith as you were growing up.
That's such a sweet question.
Oh,
I've never been asked
I've never
that
thought
before.
about, yeah.
I've
thought about,
my
parents.
We grew up in the Catholic Church, but my dad's side is Maronite Catholic, which is slightly different from the Roman Catholic Church, and it was a large Lebanese family, and so most of that church was just my family, and it was so special, and it was so communal and really fun. And then when we moved to Oklahoma, we just, it was a smaller Catholic community, and it was lovely for these moments. And then there was a chapter of my life that I was quite disappointed in what the Catholic Church was representing, and the types of experiences I was having was disheartening, to be completely honest. And so I have not the greatest experience with religion, and it took me a long time, and this show has kind of helped with that, to recognize who Jesus really is, what he was really teaching. And I always go back to like a lot of what I learned from my parents and not necessarily from religion. And my parents always reminded me of who Jesus was and how, the difficult things it takes to actually be Christian, how to actually implement Jesus's message into your life. Mm-hmm. It's not just going to church and saying I'm Christian. That's a very easy thing to do. But to actually live his message, to actually love your enemies, to actually turn the other cheek, to take care of the people who are on the outskirts of society, who are rejected, who are despised, to love is really, really hard and takes tremendous courage in this world. And so I just remember them always reminding me of that. Love. It's about love. Excuse me. Sorry. And so that's what I kept from how they taught Jesus's message. And I love that this show also teaches that. It's about love, and it's about truth.
A radical love.
That was so well said and so beautiful, and you spoke from the heart. And
it's an uncomfortable thing to talk about.
It's very,
religion is, people feel very strongly about their religion, and sometimes it feels like it's sports teams against each other and fighting each other, and and I think it's important to remember the core of it, the reason for it, and that's truth.
Well, I love that you said that it was your parents that reminded you about the core of the faith rather than it being about a specific religion.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very important.
I feel like religion can sometimes close you up, but what I love is that our show opens it up to you, and you can take what you want from it. It's not something that's heavy-handed, whether you're still learning or you're growing, or even if you don't follow, but there's always something at the table for someone, to watch and personalize it and help yourself. And so growing up, I always had very supporting parents that did show me love and show me that too. And I think what you said is very beautiful and makes you who you are, which is why you're an amazing person.
You too. Yeah. You're sweet.
Great. And then I was going to ask, you've almost answered this, but how has being on The Chosen changed or
Thank you.
How has being on The Chosen affected your relationship with your parents?
Oh,
sorry.
I love these questions.
They're my biggest supporters. They're my ride or dies, right? Parents they're the best. I got to take them to India to launch the show. And, being from an Indian background, it was the most amazing experience for them to see the pride in their eyes, and they've always been proud ever since. They've always supported my journey as an actor, but since The Chosen, they're watching every live stream, learning, watching every episode, asking who my friends are on the show, or, when Matthew and Simon Peter have a fight, they're like, we don't like Simon Peter. So they've been so supportive, and I have always been a hard worker and someone that just always will do my best through watching my parents as immigrants that came to this country to make a better way of their own lives and just make me have the life I wanted, and I'm able to live my dream through them. So I spend every day trying to reward them the best I can right now.
That's great.
And that was taken in India. So more things for them ahead, but that was such a momentous occasion.
Okay. And then for you?
For me, my parents got to watch me struggle as an actress for about 8 years, and were still supportive and still believed in me. My mom let me move in with her when I couldn't make rent, and there was this. My brother's a musician, and there's been just this incredible and insane support for us to follow our dreams, which I understand is a very rare thing. And it's changed our lives, and you realize that if you're doing what you love and you're not making money and it's really hard to survive, but you're doing what you love, like that is its own reward, that is its own currency. And when it's something that you are compelled to do and love to do so much, nothing can really stop you from doing it. And my parents were both very supportive of that, of just like, you seem to know what you want to be doing, so do it. And then now, of course, with the success of the show, they're so proud of me, and it's the same sort of thing. They look up interviews and live streams, and my dad's always sending me links. He's like, have you seen this? I'm like, I did it.
My mom does that, and I'm like, Mom, that's a fake page, like pretending to be me. Like,
my mom has friends that are like, are you messaging someone on Facebook? I'm like, that is a fake account. Tell your friends
that's
no.
not us.
But it's just fun to get to celebrate the success of this show with them because of their support.
Well, thank you both very much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time today.
Thank you so much.
so
And thanks for the
much.
little gift.
I know,
welcome.
you're so sweet.
Do I